Hi, this is Mr. Hebert again, and I want to talk to you about shifting the graphs of circles. Well, you might notice that this equation for a circle has some different stuff in it. It's not just x squared plus y squared equals r squared. We have added an h and a k. Specifically, we've replaced x with x minus h, and we've replaced y with y minus k. And I want to point out that that connects you to the big idea of the project, which is that shifting the appearance of a graph works the same way no matter what kind of graph you had to begin with. So, we're going to learn what happens when we replace x with x minus h and y with y minus k, and that should be the same thing that happens to any graph, not just the graph of a circle. So let's go to a demonstration graph on Desmos.com. Well, I've got a circle here. It is centered at the origin, and its radius is 1. And you can see that I've got the same formula, the same equation that I had for written on the Word document before. And this has an h value of 0, a k value of 0, and an r value, a radius, of 1. Remember that if we want to change the size of the radius, we change the value of r. So there's a circle with radius 5. What happens when we replace x with x minus h? Well, right now it's x minus 0, so that's pretty much the same thing as x, right? Let's see if we change it, what's going to happen. What is happening as we increase the value of h? The circle is shifting to the right. As we decrease the value of h, the circle is shifting to the left. Now note, this, if you wrote this equation, you would write x minus negative 5. But you wouldn't really write that, would you? You would write x plus 5. So if you have x plus some number, that means the graph has shifted to the left. If you have x minus some number, that means the graph should shift to the right. Any guesses on what happens when we increase the value of k? Yep. The graph shifts upward. When we decrease the value of k, the graph shifts downward. So here we have a graph with a k value of negative 3. The center of this circle is on 4 comma negative 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1, 2, 3. There's the center of the circle. So h and k not only tell you where to shift the graph, but with a circle they tell you the coordinates of the center of the circle. I want to point out, if you were to write this formula out, you wouldn't write y minus negative 3, you would write y plus 3. So if you replace y with y plus something, that means the graph will shift downward. If you replace y with y minus something, like that, that means the graph will shift upward. And that is how to shift the graphs of circles and actually all sorts of other things. Replace x with x minus h, and replace y with y minus k.